Good morning, boys and girls. And how are you this morning? Alright, so we have this little thing before we get into our lesson. So you gotta listen, right? 1, 2, listen and do. 3, 4, face the board. 5, 6, fingers on lips. 7, 8, sit up straight. 9, 10, let the listening begins. You like it? Alright, we're gonna go it over the end, but when we finish with the lesson, we can go through with it. Alright then, so yesterday, when we did grammar, Miss gave you a glimpse of something that we was gonna do for today. So I plan on continue with that. Now I have a word here. Now look at this word. Look at it. Look at it carefully. Now we list some things yesterday, but I didn't tell you directly what it was pertaining to. Now today you're gonna know directly what those things belongs to. Now this word, anyone here can identify this word for me? Break it up, try. Have you ever seen the word before? So you have an idea where's the word, but you can't pronounce the word. Well, tell me what you know about this word. Tell me what you know about the word. Oh, good. Is something pertaining to a dot? A dot like this? Good. Yes. Okay. Now what else can you tell me? Alright, let me help you. Now this word is saying punctuation marks. What's the word saying? Punctuation marks. Now who can tell me about punctuation marks? Now, Alicia said a dot is associated with punctuation mark, right? Like this, a dot. Same thing. Now this dot, it have a name. Who can tell me what we call it? Good. A full stop. Give her a clap. Now, since we know that full stop is associated with punctuation mark, who can tell me some others that is associated with it? Yes, Michael. Yes, we have commas. What else? Good. Yes, the same thing. What you call that thing? Quotation mark. Good. And what else? Good. Exclamation mark, question mark. Come on, yes. Good. Now for today, we will be focusing on only 3 of them. 3 of them. So we have this is the 3 that we will be focusing on. So, let me put it like this that I can give you the name. So we have this, and we have this one. So, we said this one, it's called a full stop. But then the full stop, it also have another name. You can call it another name. It's also called a period. And then we have the question mark. And then we have the exclamation mark. 3 of them. So we have say them for me, call them the full stop or the period, the question mark, or the exclamation mark. So for you guys to remember these three things, I have a little something. When do you think you use a full stop? Yes, Trace, yes, at the end of a sentence and the question mark. But we use it at the end of the sentence, yes. But what kind of sentence do you think we use it at? Alright, the question mark. Correct, Emmanuel. So it said question mark. So we use the question mark at the end at the end of a sentence, but not just any sentence. When we're asking a question, When we're asking a question, we use the question mark. And the exclamation mark, when do you think we use it? Anyone? Alright, well, we're going to say this thing and then you're going to tell me which one you think the exclamation mark is used at and when we use the full stop. So we say, I am a full stop or a period. I look just like a dot. Every time you see me, you must stop. We use it at the end of a telling sentence. For instance, look at this sentence here. I like to read. Full stop. So you see, I am telling you what I like to do. I like to read. I'm not telling you, oh, this person or that person, or I'm not asking you anything. I'm telling you, I like to read. So we use the full stop at the end of a telling sentence. Now the question mark. I am a question mark. I ask a lot of things. Every time you see me, I wonder what it will be. So who can give me a sentence that we can place a question mark at the end of it? Alright, let's go Sarah. What? What is my? Alright, what is my name? And what do I put a full stop? Good. We put a question mark, correct. So we have the question mark and it goes at the end of a sentence that is asking a question. What is my name? See? What? The main word here, what? We're asking. And we have some other words that would tend to ask, like what, who else? Anybody else know anyone? Where? Lovely. Good. What is my name? Good. And the final one that we will be looking at today is the exclamation mark. And for exclamation mark, we use exclamation mark to express our feelings. Like if you're feeling happy, if you're sad, or if you are excited, right? That is when we use exclamation mark. For example, look at this here. Now, if you're walking and you didn't see something, and the person next to you turned and said, "Watch out! Watch out!" So you see, it's like a sudden something. Watch out! Who else can list another thing that you think exclamation mark can go at the end of. Alright, let me help you. Now if someone for you, right, you're playing and you guys fell in someone of the chat, one of you fall in a hole, what do you think? What would you shout? What would you shout for? Good. Help. What you would shout for? Help. But then if you put this in a sentence, look at this sentence. Help. Miss don't have enough space. Now look at this sentence here. Help! Help! I am in the hole. Now look at it. You see we have the period or the full stop at the end here. So yes, you can use more than one punctuation in a sentence. Now since we have some example in the sentence now, Miss going to tell you what is a punctuation now. So, a punctuation mark, or you can also call these things symbols. They are placed it can place in or at the end of a sentence. It can be placed in or at the end of a sentence. So, a punctuation mark, or you call these sign symbols, can be placed in or at the end of a sentence. So now, since we have this, I'm going to ask you to write down at least one. Give me just one sentence in your book, and I'm going to come, or you're going to stand and read it for me and order the class, and we're going to decide. And don't forget, you have to include your punctuation mark. So we will be checking to see if you use the right structure of sentence and if the punctuation mark at the end of the sentence is correct. Good. So, yes, Michael, stand and read your sentence for the class for me. I love apples. Lovely. So you're telling us what you love. You love apple. And which one of these, Mark, did you include at the end of your sentence? The first one, the second one, or the third one? And we said this one is the full stop. And who can give me a sentence with using the question mark? All right, Sarah, let's go. What is my favorite color? All right, lovely. Good. So to end this lesson, so I hope everyone thinks. So to end this lesson, remember Miss promised you that we're going to go back the thing. So let's go it again. When do we use? We use the full stop at the end of a sentence that is a statement sentence, and we use a question mark when we're asking a question, and we use the exclamation mark to express feelings.